I've been playing Minecraft since I was like 10 years old and still haven't beaten the Ender Dragon in a normal survival world. So I've made it my mission to get and finally do exactly that with no cheats whatsoever. Today, I want to make an XP farm, upgrade to diamond gear, and make an enchantment table at the bare minimum. And guys, I can't even lie, this one hurt my soul a little bit. I feel like the Minecraft gods are for sure out to get me, bro. And for the XP farm, I'll be using this tutorial by Voltrox that I showed a screenshot of in the last video. So, thanks Voltrox.
Alright, hello. We are back with day 2. This is a terrible intro. Gonna start on the XP farm today, and okay, I did realize an issue with making said XP farm. I need carpets. So in other words, I need wool. I do have shears, and is there sheep around? I think there's sheep around. But I need like 18 or like 20 of them or something like that.
I needed 36. And if you remember from the last episode, I said this.
Okay, I think 4 stacks should do it. It's almost definitely enough.
And as you just saw, I needed way more than that. Like, over quadruple that.
Okay, I might be a little bit of a silly Billy because this is how many stacks of deep slate. I was like, oh yeah, this should be enough. This is how many I actually need. Plus all of the other materials.
I'm not sure what fantasy I was living in where 4 stacks was enough, but we already know that I'm not the smartest.
I also decided to keep the singular lantern because I think it looks better in the dark. It's a little bit more moody. Okay, there's a sheep out here. If I just farm you for a couple of wool cycles, I should be fine. But yeah, the main priority today is going to be that XP farm. That looks a bit odd. I'm gonna fix that. Boop. There we go. Back inside. Why? I'm not entirely sure. Ladders. Oh, I need torches. I know I need torches.
You literally don't, but go off, I guess.
Oh, I literally have torches? What am I talking about? That's okay, you can never go wrong with more torches, I guess. If nothing else, just for mining.
While I waited on the sheep to regenerate their wool, I wandered around in confusion for a bit.
And I forgot where I was gonna build this. Where was I gonna build this? I had a spot laid out and everything.
Then found a spot to build the farm, mapped out where the ladder tower would go, and went down into my diamond level strip mine to gather some deep slate. And immediately get sidetracked upon surfacing again.
One thing that I realized while I was down there is that I need a wheat farm because these hay bales are not going to last me forever. So I am just going to throw all of this in here and go make a wheat farm.
So after struggling way more than necessary to close my door,
I do need seeds, so I'm going to go collect some seeds as well. Stop. Stop! Oh my...
I found a spot to start a wheat farm and planted a singular seed in it. Go big or go home, I guess. After this side quest, I find my way back to the main quest, crafting some deep slate bricks and some tiles by accident, and crafting a large chest to keep all of the materials in until I start building. With it turning night, I head to bed, until...
We just lost.
Yeah, this was mildly irritating, but I killed them, during which I say this stellar line, "Get off my lawn!" and headed back inside to finally go to bed. And you guys, you are not even ready for what I'm about to show you. I can't. Just watch.
I don't know if it's still there, but there was like at one point a thing on Hypixel where you just go and fight people. I kind of want to do that for one of the days. What do you mean? What do you mean my roof? Oh no, no. Oh, you're kidding!
Literally only me, dude. These abominations are a result of someone murdering the devil's firstborn child and him getting angry and taking it out on humanity. Because what even is this? Safe to say, I put a torch in the roof after this incident with this harbinger of suffering and dread. Am I being dramatic? Maybe, but I don't really care. As of writing the script for the voiceover, I've already got days 3 through 5 recorded, and these shock-ass things make me want to hurl myself into the nearest lava lake because of how much anxiety and anguish they've caused me. I hate them with a fiery passion. Anyway, with this little bitch dead, it was time for me to repair my house and finish gathering materials for my XP farm. But while I was mining, I found something.
Okay, I'm like mining, right? Because I need iron, and I'm at iron level right now, and I just get in. I just found a thing. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to explore it later because I don't have any blocks to place that would give me the ability to breathe. Or water breathing potions, so I'm gonna come back to that eventually.
Keep this in mind for day 3. After discovering this thing, I went back up to the surface and went inside to smelt the iron I had just gathered. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be enough for the 4 hoppers I needed, but after double checking the recipe, I had enough for 8 entire hoppers with 4 ingots to spare. So yeah, I definitely had enough. I made the hoppers, crafted a few of the carpets and trapdoors, and the rest of the ladders I needed. I also dyed all the carpets black so they wouldn't take up a million inventory slots. I then gathered all the remaining materials and started building.
Okay, I've got all of the materials, minus the bed that they showed in the video. Last time I didn't use the bed. So I'm, like, it's not part of the machine or anything, so I'm not gonna use the bed. But yeah, this took me like an hour and a half to gather. Maybe longer.
It was no more than an hour and a half. I hyperbolized the time spent doing things in the last episode too. My perception of time is so shot. Oh my god.
But yeah, this took forever, so I'm so glad that I can finally like start building this thing, because this is going to be insanely useful to have. Okay, I will go ahead and build that, and then check back later when it's all built.
And since it's me, it was only inevitable that something like this happened. Remember in the intro of the last episode when I said my general survivability was garbage? Yeah, this is an example of that. I couldn't even tell you what was going through my head at the time either, because the time between recording and writing the voiceover is at least a week. But like, either way, how did I even manage to do something this ungodly pathetic? No water clutch or anything, I just let myself die. And of course, picking all my stuff up was hell because it was all in the water. To the point where I didn't even get all of it because I couldn't find some of it. Pathetic death aside though, I finished building the farm.
And my XP farm is finally complete. I literally started this at probably about 4:30. It's now 6. So Yeah, this took a while with some minor complications, but that's okay. It's finally done. It's finally done. This will be so helpful. And I will 100% be replacing this ladder right here with a water elevator. Because water elevators they're infinitely faster than having to go up the ladder every time. So yeah, that I won't prioritize that because it's not 100% necessary, but definitely something that needs to be done.
My next goal was to get an enchantment table so I could have at least a small chance at surviving longer than 5 minutes. I didn't mention this during the building the XP farm bit, but while I was gathering some more deep slate for bricks, I grabbed a bucket of lava so I could make obsidian, which, for whatever reason, I decided to try and do like this. Yeah, I don't know either, bro. Like, this technically would have worked, but there are so many better ways to do this. And I love how you can see the contemplation and hesitation in my movement. Like, this is so friggin' funny to me. It's like the universe was actively stopping me from being an absolute brick in this specific instance. Immediately after this, though, I used my brain just a little bit and realized that this idea was kinda dumb.
While I was building my XP farm, I noticed that there was a lava pool somewhere, and I don't remember where it was. So we're gonna go look and see where that lava pool was, because that would be insanely helpful with this. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Or it's at least a different lava pool, because I think the one that I was looking at was in this direction, I think, but... No, that's perfect, and it's like right there. Oh, there's two. Yeah, this is great. Oh my god, I can't speak. This gives me enough obsidian to not only make an enchantment table, but make a nether portal as well, which is honestly good. Oh, okay. Jump scare. But going to the nether on day 2 is kind of wild.
It's really not, but whatever you say, girly. And of course, since I can't be left alone without supervision for more than 2 seconds, this ends up happening.
Lava pool. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I was about to be so upset. You have no idea. I'm so glad I ended up placing that water down. That was way too close for comfort. Disgusting. All of you.
I for real only survived this because I got lucky, bro. That was absolutely diabolical.
I think I'm actually gonna head home for the night so I don't die. I know my house is literally like right there, but while I was building the XP farm, I died and lost my chest plate and a bunch of the resources I needed. So yeah, I'm not about to lose more stuff.
After a much-needed rest, I go out to find the lava pool again to gather the obsidian. Except for the fact that I lost it because my sense of direction is more garbage than Overwatch after they made it Overwatch 2.
Where's the lava pool? I lost it. Where is it? Okay, you know, if I just build up, I should be able to see it. Because it's in this area. Did I pass it? No way I passed it. What? carpets.
After wandering around in confusion, part 2,
Am I stupid? Literally, where did it go?
I go back up to my XP farm to relocate it since I was completely lost on where it could be. But even after doing that, I still couldn't find it, so I just went to the other lava pool since finding the first one was more trouble than it was worth at this point.
Okay, I'm I'm editing right now. And I wanted to see if I could find this lava pool for myself. Because I sat here for a good 30-45 seconds looking for this lava pool in this area. And I found it. It's right here. it's right here. I spent so long looking for this lava pool and fully gave up and went over here to this one. But it's right there. I'm so blind, it's ridiculous. Yeah, anyway. I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny that I found it after the fact. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep editing. Back to the shenanigans.
After grabbing some obsidian and completely failing to speak properly,
There's a lot more cuts in this
I head back home, I try and fail to make an enchantment table because I don't have any leather for a book, and decide to save making the enchantment table for later.
You know, I think I'm gonna save that for later. Mostly just because I don't feel like going cow hunting right now. What I am gonna do, I did find this blue egg, which is interesting. I've never seen these before. This must be a new thing. But anyway, that was a whole side note. What I am gonna do is cut the video again. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do that. Organize these chests because they're kind of disgusting right now. So do that, and then I'll get back in a second.
And while I was at it, I made myself almost a full set of diamond gear. My organization definitely wasn't the best, but it was good enough for the time being since I only had 2 chests in my house and now 1 outside for my farming stuff. And after remembering what my goal was in the first place,
Enchantment table, that was my goal. Okay.
I set off to find a spot to build a cow pen so I wouldn't have to go out and risk dying every time I wanted leather. Especially since passive mobs don't respawn and I'd end up having to go further and further every time. After building the pen, I grabbed the cows and locked them away to be horrifically inbred for the rest of their lives for the sole purpose of giving me leather and beef. Apparently I had completely forgotten about building a nether portal by this point because I was so friggin' lost on what to do.
I have no idea what my other objective should be now that I have my cow farm up and running. Because it's gonna be a bit before I actually start being able to produce leather consistently. I might just go mining for a bit because I did make some diamond armor. I am running low on diamonds because of that. Oh, wait, no, I know what I need to do. Take this and this. I need to make my nether portal.
There we go! You remembered something for once. Good job, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, like this could be fine. Well, yeah, just like right here. Okay. She's small, but she'll do. I'm just gonna go through for good measure, see what's there, see what's on the other side. Ooh, yeah, this is a good source of gold, too, because I am gonna need a lot of golden apples. This is good, this is really good.
I grabbed some gold that was nearby, then set up another lodestone so I wouldn't lose my portal when I eventually explore the nether more thoroughly. I decided to wait on making the compass itself until I had an anvil though, because having 2 unlabeled compasses would 100% confuse my square brain.
Earth is round, sun is bright, I got square brain.
To do this, however, I would need a lot more iron. So I made like a 6-year-old during the Industrial Revolution and headed back into the mines. And after spending 2 entire hours in the mines, I got enough iron for an anvil, and while I was at it, finally made my enchantment table as well. Okay, I actually made the enchantment table way earlier than the anvil, but shh, it's not important, we're gonna continue.
Okay, so I'm back. I got quite a bit of iron. I did make the anvil and the enchantment table. This is a temporary setup. I'm gonna move these to an entirely separate building at some point, but my progress with diamonds is kind of sad though. This is literally all I got from my expedition. I started that at about 7, it's now 9 o'clock, so hours of work for 3 diamonds. A lot of redstone though, a lot of redstone, a lot of lapis, and so much deep slate. So much deep slate. This isn't all of it, I threw a lot of it away. But what I'm having no luck in my strip mines, so what I think I'm gonna do going forward is go down into the regular mines and just, like, fight off mobs, because I feel more confident about doing that now. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to do some fishing off camera, see if I can try and get the a mending book, because mending would be really good for my pickaxe, especially since I have the XP farm set up now. So, that might be what I do next.
Spoiler alert, I did not end up getting a mending book, which I kind of expected since fishing isn't a reliable method to get mending. Like, at all. To the point where I can only recall 1 instance of me actually getting mending from fishing. 1. I remember exactly what world it was on too. I had a house that looked something like this. Before going fishing, I ended up going into the cave by my house for a bit and grabbing more iron, some gold, redstone, lapis, and a bit more than 3 diamonds. And I found a dungeon that had a golden apple in it, which was pretty neat. I also found a broken nether portal, which was interesting. I had no clue these could even spawn underground, but I'm not exactly complaining. There wasn't much in the chest besides a lodestone and some iron and gold nuggets though, so almost useless. And you'll never guess what happens not even 2 minutes later. Go on. Guess.
Basically, what you're asking,
Yeah, I got blown up again. And this one hit particularly hard because I had so many resources on me, plus the lodestone compass that leads me back home. And I was so far into the cave that I didn't have high hopes of finding my stuff, but I'm stubborn and was willing to try anyway. But it didn't take long for that stubbornness to wear off, especially since my hunger was getting low and I hadn't brought any food.
I think I'm just gonna start over. Start grabbing new stuff. If I come across my old stuff, great, and if I don't, I don't. I've been in here for like half an hour. And I lost all my stuff, and now I'm just upset now. And I didn't bring food like an idiot. So, I'm gonna try to bail. See how far I get with that.
I did end up getting out successfully, but not without nearing death, as I often do. I literally ended up having to scavenge for mushrooms for food so I wouldn't starve to death on the way back. I'm so pathetically terrible at this game, it's actually sad.
I was fully ready to accept just dying out here anyway, but I really didn't want to since I'm wearing my diamond. I hate it here. Well, now that I'm back home, I think it's not an ideal spot to end day 2, but I'm tired and I'm hungry and I've lost a lot of progress, so I'm a little bit demotivated at the moment, but yeah, this was a disaster. But you know, the XP farm is up. I've got a little food farm going. I've got an anvil and enchantment table now. It's not all bad, but definitely lost some really good progress, so I'm a little bit upset about that. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys for day 3, I guess.